Hello, this is Pete, Psychic Medium here. So we're just going to talk a little bit about negative energies, negative spirit and negative influences. It's only recently, past couple of days, been a lot of activity happening in somebody's house, and can't mention names. But anyway, it was a family member. But what I can say is that they was having a lot of negative energies, lower spirits, and there's a lot of spirits around, such as negative energy spirits, lower vibrations, something that we can attach to our auras, something we can take home with us. Not that I'm trying to frighten people. We also can get lower vibrations such as earthbound spirits, although I do feel earthbound spirits are not out to harm us. They're more spirits who have crossed over and they are confused, and most of the time they're just trying to get our attention. And that's when people are misled by those paranormal investigators, and they go to the houses and they say, okay, you've got a haunting, you've got a ghost, and we're going to charge you this much money and we're going to do this. That actually really annoys me. Now, what I do feel is that we do have earthbound spirits, and they're the sort of spirits that sometimes, unfortunately, we may lose people in this world by an accident in a car or a bike crash, or this is just an example. We could learn by somebody who's got run over and suddenly they've crossed over. Those are what I call earthbound spirits, and most of them are lost, and it's due to the fact that they've crossed over so quickly. They just feel that they're alive. So most of the time, imagine the spirit world, then the in-between world, and then the earthly realm. They're sort of stuck in the middle, and they don't understand where they are. It can be quite scary for them, I believe. But I do believe that these spirits aren't out to harm us. I do feel that they are just wanting to get attention. They actually believe that they're alive. And in houses, when we hear them sudden bangs or little footsteps, I feel like most of them are children, or children playing and who haven't crossed over completely. And maybe they're hanging around young children. And we put them all, some people put them down as ghosts, or we've got a haunting, and it isn't the case. They're just looking for somebody to recognise them. Hence the medium, or the psychic medium, or whatever you want to call us. And then it's a simple acknowledgement. That's all that it takes. So this is for those who are wondering if you're having it in your house, if it's very nice and pleasant but it's light, maybe just speak to them and say, listen, I know you're here, but please don't make yourself known. That's one way. Or call upon Archangel Michael or the angels and ask the angels to remove and to help those who are struggling to find the light. That's another option you could use to help that spirit to cross over completely. And then believe it's done. Okay, setting intention is the biggest part of anything we do. Excuse me. Now, I believe over this past few days there was a lot of negativity, there was a lot of energies. There was banging on walls, there was banging on the floorboards, there was taps running on their own, there was knocking, things getting thrown across the room. So I went over to this particular house and I started from top to bottom. I opened up and I could feel and sense spirit. A lot of them with earthbound spirits. There was a lot of children playing. There was a lot of old people coming in and out. But there was one particular spirit which I won't go into, but he should not have been there. I do feel it was a negative, lower vibration, but I do believe that he was manifested and created within the thought process of the individuals from the house. Okay, now that is my feeling, okay? And the wife, who's into witchcraft, she felt exactly the same. and sometimes what she could see I couldn't see, and what I could see she couldn't see, and then there was things we both seen. And it's a case of breaking the barriers down, and a lot of sage, a lot of earthly rituals that we performed, and it took 2 solid days, and I'm talking a good few early hours in the morning right the way through, and we finally got there. And one morning I woke up and I'm thinking, why can't I remove this? Why can't? And I used every toolbox, spiritual tools that I know. Archangel Michael, the angels of the 4 directions, even the chaos dragons. I brought quite a few people in, and I always set that intention, because intention is key, and it just didn't seem to. It sort of went back and masked itself, and I thought, it's as if it's playing a game. So I continued doing it anyway. I come to the conclusion of speaking to the people and said, right, this is what we need to do. We need to switch your mindset, because there was a lot of fear, and it started off little fear, and then it was really bad fear, and there was visions they were seeing which wasn't truly there, but there was visions that they was seeing. But we worked on it for 2 solid hours, the last final third on the 3rd day, and I said, this is how it is. You have to accept that there is spirit, but you can also put limitations there and guidelines there and rules there. Acknowledge that they're there, and you accept them being there, as long as they don't get physical, as long as they don't make themselves appear, as long as they don't try to frighten you. And the good spirits, as I say, so to speak, we said to them, can you please watch over this house? And the house had been blessed, everything else was going in order, and I removed this negative spirit which hasn't been back. Touch wood, it hasn't been back since. And it was a case of just waiting, and we did this, and we're on their 3rd evening now, and no phone call, and they're sleeping upstairs where the things were happening, and been absolutely amazing energy in that house since it's been done and cleansed. So the moral of this video is to remember to cleanse and clear your house from top to bottom with sage, or bottom to top depending on your views, and just remain positive. And if you can, and if you do feel the spirit in your house but it's not causing you too much issue, just ask it to leave. If you're not happy, ask it, or ask it to be guided to the light by angels, even loved ones, or just say, I'm happy with you being here, but please do not make yourself known. It's as easy as that. Try not to throw in that fear factor. The more you go into the fear manifests into anxieties, all sorts of different feelings, negative feelings, and it can thrive off this, and then it can become even worse. If that sounds, I know that sounds bad, but it is the reality when you're working with spirituality, especially when you're working with negative energies. But please do not attempt to remove any spirits or any phenomenal stuff without seeking out that help that is required. Okay folks, that's just a little video, little message I wanted to share with you all, and hope you can take something from this. Please share this video to many, and if you can help me to get some more subscribers to 1,000 I need, and then I will be able to do live readings on YouTube. I will also be able to create and just do workshops open. I do all my stuff for free on here, and I hope that my channel brings you great information, and also you enjoy the content that I bring. So if you did, please give this a thumbs up and a comment maybe, or a like, or a share, and tell me your name, and I'll try and get back to each and every one of you. Thank you very much for supporting this channel, and remember to stay positive, stay focused, and until next time, this is Pete, Psychic Medium.